Hi guys, hope you're doing fine. So this is just another lesson. I'm going to show you how we can create some quotes in a different style. So last time we looked at a different style, and today we're going to look at this style, the one you're able to see right now. So this is from Apostle Joshua Selman, and we're going to make something similar to this. So to start with, we're going to go to our pixellab. So this is our canvas right there. So to start with, we should have a background for our quote. So if we look at this other one, the background is kind of interesting in the way they made it. So we've got different things, items which are there. There's gradients and there are some text, and we've got some paint strokes, or rather tone papers. Then we have this kind of yellow circle around it, and the image for the man of God. So how can we make this? I'm going to show you. This is 100% possible. So to start with, we open our canvas. So I'm going to choose a color. You can choose whichever color of your background that you want to set. So in this case, I'm going to set my background in a gradient color. So I'll click on the plus sign there, and the color which is going to be down, I'm going to choose a sort of maroon to red, somewhere there. And the one that's going to be light on top, I'll get a bright red, or rather maybe something darker. Yeah, a bit darker somewhere there. Okay, so like that. So the background is really dull, so we're going to add something interesting to the background. So I'm going to add some shapes, some gradient shapes to it, just to make it a bit interesting. Like this is very boring, so go there, shapes. So this shape, I want it to cut across, not in this way, in a different way. But first let me deal with the gradient on the shape. So I'll have the gradient like that, then I'll press the plus sign. The down part is going to be black, and the top part is going to be transparent. So I'll just remove this transparent cursor. I'll move it all the way this side, so it's going to create some gradient to transparent kind of feel. So I'll press OK, like that. Yeah, so there we have our shape. Now I'm going to rotate it. I'll move it this side and I'll rotate it like that, and I'll increase it a little bit more. Increase it like that, something like that. Then I'll make it like this, something like that. There we are. Then I'll copy the same thing, copy, but I'll rotate it the other way around. I'll put it the other side. So I'll move the other one there and the other one here, like that. Then I'll go on the layers and just have them locked together, just like that. So our background is now taking shape. Then just to make it more interesting, I can add another thing which can be a large text. So I'll add the text to it, increase the text, edit. I'll just write something like power. At this point I'm just guessing things. So just write power, press OK. Then I'll have a very large font, change the font to a large font. Amaranth bold is okay. So increase the text very much. I'm just trying to suit the kind of style that was used on the previous poster that we saw. So I have this copied, then I'll reduce the opacity to somewhere there, activate effect shadow, that's fine. Then I'll copy the same one, I'll just put it down there, copy it again, then have it down there as well. So let me just move this there and there. Okay, so now we have our background looking nice and neat. At least now it is taking shape. So what I'll do again on my layers, I'm going to merge these power 1, power 2, power 3 layers together. So to merge them, you press this button here and then you select them, and then we press this button right there to merge. It's going to ask us, do you want to merge the objects together? Yes, we want to do that. Then press OK. So now the image is now one. All those 3 layers are now one. So we can move them to whichever place that we want them. We want them just to be right there. Okay. So as you can see, our background is now taking shape. Just a few more things that we need to add for it just to make sense. So we're going to add the pen stroke to it now. So a pen stroke, we're just going to download it. Of course, we're downloading it from from Bing. So you just go in your browser, type bing.com, there we are. Then the way you search it, we just write pen stroke, PNG, transparent. Then you go on images. Then they're going to come so many different kinds of pen strokes like that. You look for one that's going to be suitable with what you are creating. So I'll pick this one. So of course it's a PNG, which makes life easier for us. Or rather, let me pick this one. This one looks more interesting. So don't mind the color. You can always change the color from pixellab. So just press and hold, download it, and it's done just like that. Then we come back to our pixellab, add image from gallery. So my image is this first, same image, there it is, and I'll add it right there. So I'm going to increase it a little bit more, somewhere there, that's fine. And I'll change the color now finally. So I come on the options there, and then come on color, enable the color, then change the color to white, just like that, and you're good to go. So I'll reduce it again a bit, just something like that. Of course, I don't want confusion, so I'm going to lock all the layers so that they don't move around anyhow carelessly. Then the next thing that we're going to add is the circle that we saw earlier in that image. So the circle, I'll come on the shapes, add shapes, then we'll choose just a normal regular circle. So I'll just change the color for now, just for us to see where the circle is. So I'll increase the circle a little bit more, like right there. So the circle is supposed to be yellow. I'm just following the previous image. So the circle is yellow. This size is okay. I'll press OK. So if we saw from the other image, it's not really like a complete solid circle. It's got some, it's more like an outline circle to see. So in pixellab we are not able to do just a single outline, but we are able to make an alternative. So we're making an alternative right now. So this is the circle that we have, and we're making an alternative. So we draw the circle first one, then the very same one, copy it twice. So there are now two circles in it. So what we're going to do with the one that we've copied, we're going to change the color of this one. We're going to give it a green color. So this color, the green color, is the one that we're going to get rid of at the end of the day. So I'll reduce the size slightly just to make it fit inside this circle. So make sure you align it perfectly so that it can just fit right inside. I think this is okay. Yeah, this is perfect. Let me just align it a little bit more. Okay, right there. So right there is perfect. Then what we're going to do is we're going to merge the two circles from the layers. These two circles, we're going to merge them together. So I'll just click on that button, select both circles and merge them together. So now we have one whole image as a circle the way it is, but we don't want to get rid of the green part. So the green part is the one that we are erasing in this case. So we're going to select our circle and then we'll scroll and we'll go and erase color, enable it. Then we'll go on the drop, eyedrop to, press it, and we select this very same green color and press OK. Sorry, let me do that again, and tick like that. So the moment you do that, it instantly erases the color that you selected. So we've erased that color, it's gone, and we just increase the tolerance a bit just to get rid of the greens in the edges, and boom, just like that, you've erased that color. So if we see it again, it still has, it's not like a complete circle. It's using the Geshout principle of uncompleted thing. So it's a complete circle, but it's got some there and there and there where it's incomplete. So we're going to get rid of those things as well here. So we'll use the same principle that we used. So this time around we're going on the shapes, add shape. So it's going to be a square this time around. So the square, or let me say a rectangle, change the color of this rectangle to green, then press OK. Then I'm going to rotate it to this manner and extend it all the way like that. So the part that's going to, the part where the green is covering the outline of this circle is what's going to be erased. So go on the layers again, merge them like that. Then one, it has become one thing. We'll go on color erase again, turn it on, eyedrop, select the green, then tick, and boom, just like that, you have erased those corners. So that's how you do it, like a professional. So our thing is almost done, just a few things remaining. So what we do, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add the inverted commas now. So the inverted commas, in this case, they use just the same normal inverted commas, not the ones that we created in our previous lesson. So we just go on our text, add text, then increase the text a little bit more, double click, then we'll have the inverted commas just as they are, like that. I'll move them using the position and increase the size. Sorry, forgot to lock this. Let me just lock it in place. Okay, I'll increase the size of the inverted commas. Then I'll change the font. I'll give it something more similar. I'm just looking for a font that is more similar to what was in that photo. Okay, oh my goodness. I can't find something similar. Okay, wait. Okay, these look quite similar. This looks similar. Alright, so these are quite similar. So I'll have this one down there, and I'll change the color to yellow. So there we are. I'll copy the same one, duplicate it the way it's still selected as it is, and just scroll on this side, copy, then I'm going to rotate it, and it's going to be right there. So just for me to make things in order so that they are all as one with the outline, the circle outline. So I'll just mark several of them and then I'll merge them all together like this. So now they are one thing. So once you've merged, now we can add our quote, our main text as a quote. So text, add the text and edit. So we'll use the very same code that we used last time. Knowing Jesus is knowing life. I'll change the color to black. Reduce the text a bit. I'll change the font. I'll use something more thick, something more bold, not really necessarily that bold, but something that's a bit bold. Okay, this is all right. Yeah, we'll have it somewhere there, and I'll make sure I center the alignment like that. Lock that in place, lock this one in place as well. Let me unlock this just to increase the size a bit for the stroke, paint stroke. Somewhere there, that's fine. Then lock it in place again. So I'm going to add a drop shadow to our stroke and the inverted commas just to make it look interesting. So I'll select it from the layers there, then I'll scroll on the options and shadow, enable the shadow. Yeah, so I'll reduce the blur radius a bit. Okay, that's better. Actually, let me position it properly so that I can have space for the signature. So I'll position the text there. Then I'm going to add my signature from the gallery. Signature is right here. I'll add the signature. Change the color to black. Reduce it up to somewhere there, more reasonable, just like that. So we're almost done with our design. Only a few things remaining. We can see now it is taking shape, almost similar to what we have here. It's not exactly the same, but it's just similar. I'll move the text a bit down there. Okay, then we'll add our image from the gallery, of course. So I'll use some of the images which we have from Apostle Joseph. Okay, I'll use this one. We'll add the image. It can be right there. Or we can reduce it a little bit. Increase it. Our image will be right here. And I'll lock that in place as well, along with the other things which are there. So we're almost done. Just a few things remaining, like I'm sure you can see. Let me show you something. You can see what they did with the inverted commas and this other image. So they actually added the shadow to it, and it's a bit offset, and they added a stroke to it as well, a white stroke around it. So to achieve that, I'll just show you as a plus. To achieve that, I'll just select it from there, the layers. Then we can also add a stroke to it as well. So we just turn on the stroke, it becomes white like this, and that's how we can achieve it. Then the shadow is a bit offset on the x-axis, so somewhere there. And because we don't have the option of reducing the opacity for the shadow, we do have another alternative of just maybe using a more lighter shade of the dark, the black. So instead of using black, we're using a bit of a gray, just to reduce the opacity of the thing. So there we have it. Then we add our URL or our social medias, of course, from the gallery. There it is, right there. And for these guys, they used their logo Koinonia, and they added the theme, the presence of God, from there. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to add our header, and we'll be done just like that. So there we are. Then I'll add our header on top. Apostle Joseph Ministries. Okay, reduce the text size to 20. I extend it, then I'll have the spacing up to 80, somewhere there, and I'll extend it more, or rather let me just reduce the spacing, or let me reduce the size. Okay, so right there, and we are done with our quote. Thank you very much. So to save, sorry, I forgot to save, you click on the save button, and if you can save as an image. Then on the dimensions, when you click on it, set it to ultra high and save. And it is done. When you go to your gallery, you'll be able to see it. It's there. As you can see, it's high quality. The quality is very good, and that's how you can create a quote in that kind of style. Thank you.